Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 70 of the Chronicles of Tyria podcast, CoTPodcast, a Guild Wars 2 podcast for fans by fans. This is a weird intro, isn't it? You were expecting lag. Ha! Lag isn't here. Lag can shove it. I'm kidding. Today I'm here with Bromms and the amazing, wonderful wonder from down under, Kaysee.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, Lag isn't here today. He is at a Broadway show or something. I don't know.
What fancy pants.
I know.
I think he's watching Sir Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart. So jelly hat time already.
Yeah. Sucks. Oh well. So it's gonna be a very interesting show. But it's okay. We're not jealous or anything. All right.
Nope.
So we're gonna start off the show by saying, "Hey, what's up? How are you, Kaysee?
I'm good, thank you.
What have you been up to lately? What have you been up to lately? We haven't seen you on the podcast for ages."
I know. No, I've just been actually doing normal people stuff. I'd really like to tell you this awesome story how I went to China and I saved a panda and the panda gave me 3 wishes, but then some people coming after me because they wanted the wishes, and this is just coming off the top of my head, so I like pandas.
I think you're just being modest, and that all actually did totally happen.
It just happened.
Yeah. Wow, you went to China?
No,
That's awesome.
It's just really boring normal people stuff.
Aw, and there's a kitty behind you that keeps moving.
Rosie!
I was talking about the char. That's fine.
Oh, well, I have a real cat as well.
I'm kidding.
He's your cutie pie, eh? There we go.
And how you been, Bromms?
I've been stupendous.
Stupendous.
Yeah,
Cool.
Aw.
everything's good.
Nice.
Nothing bad.
Good.
Yeah.
That sounded really kind of sad,
What? I found it very
Everything's good.
zen.
Yeah,
Zen.
that's right. I am in balance with the universe right now.
Wow.
This is really cool.
All right.
How are you, Naveen?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
You're
I'm
a
cool.
fish.
That sounded like the bass just dropped.
You
Yeah.
need a
Not from
mic.
Naveen's
I'm cool.
mouth.
Drop. Yeah. No, I'm good. I've busy as always, streaming for Guild Wars 2 Live and doing all the super awesome stuff we do at Chronicles of Tyria, and having a life and a kid and a husband. So, yeah, Guild Wars 2 stuff. This COT podcast episode is brought to you by the meme. Oh, wait, it's not there. Where did I put it? Meme?
I don't get it.
Actually, it's not really a meme. It is a meme, but it's sort of like a comic book where there's this chick and this dude, and this chick says, "Legendaries are easy to make. I got mine in less than a week." And then the guy's like, and then puts a #1 medal on her, and then brings her cookies and puts a hat on and throw confettis, and he's like, "I don't care."
That's actually awesome.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. I actually just love the way you describe comic. The whole purpose of the comic medium is visual, but no, you're gonna just screw the rules and put it into audio.
That's right.
Well, of course, I've got to do it for all the podcaster listeners, downloaders, right?
We don't
The
need your rules,
breaker.
comic medium. Get out.
Exactly.
Do it our own way.
I actually had a moment like that, it was probably last year, earlier on. There's this guy I always see in Tarnished Coast in LA, and I go up to, I always see him with so many different legendaries. I think I saw him 4 legendaries, and on the 4th one, I'm like, screw it. You know what? I'm going to talk to this guy and tell him that he's freaking awesome to having 4 legendaries. So I went up to him and I said, oh, that's really awesome that you have 4 legendaries. Just sent him a whisper. And he's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. I'm like, okay. But still, I mean, you must have put in a lot of hard work to get those legendaries.
Jeez.
And he's like, no, well, if I brought them when they were cheap earlier on, so no. I'm like, okay.
You're welcome.
It's like, I thought the whole point of having legendaries was so that people come up to you and go, oh my god, that's so cool. You know, you've worked really hard and you've gotten these cool legendaries, but he was very underwhelmed by my whole admiration.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
He is not impressed at all.
No, not at all. All right. Last week we had a question of the week. It was in relation to the new patch that came out, and we asked, do you think adding the finishers in the PvE is a good thing or a bad thing? We got several responses all throughout the week. You guys want to go turn by turn?
Yeah.
And read them. Let's start with Bromms and go Kaysee and followed by Naveen. How about that?
All right. This was a response by, I'm going to go with Chapoit. But
he's in the chat room too. Hey, Chapoit.
Hey, thanks for sending us a response. It's awesome that people are responding because we got a bunch this week. So
yeah.
He or she said, I think, says, I don't personally like the finisher thing in PvE. At first, I was like, it's really cool. But after a couple kills, it got annoying having to stop the fight for 3 seconds and kill the guy. In addition to that, it makes it harder to rally on down. Which is a good point, actually.
Yeah, it is. Nice. Thanks, Chapoit.
Yes.
Kaysee, are you done picking your nose? God on the act.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, oh my gosh, my nose is dripping. Oh, the hay fever, the hay people. What now? I hope it doesn't turn to me. And of course, you did, Naveen.
Sorry.
Saddest.
Sorry.
Here, well, I'll just do it real quick. Okay.
Okay, go blow your nose. You want to do that? It's okay.
I'm fine. I'll just keep on sucking. It's not like all the annoying people on the buses and trains. Okay.
Yuck. I don't know what you guys do in Australia, man.
Oh, I love the comment. Yeah, Hero Harmony says Kaysee's digging gold for legendary. Hell yeah, I am. Digging gold.
Nice. That's Peter from Guild Wars 2 Live, actually. Hi, Peter. What's up?
Well, just so you know, we're not impressed by your legendary, so.
Okay. All right, let's get professional. And by professional, I mean watch me horribly try and say this name.
We've been trying for weeks.
Zoya? Okay, yeah, with that.
That's fair enough.
And
I usually go like Soya. I don't know. XOI.
If I say it like that, I'll have to do the kung fu moves, and no one wants to say that.
Oh
So,
man.
and that person says meh. Finishes in instances, but not in PvE itself. Sorry.
Huh. Instances.
Which is
that would be.
which.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I love it so much. I miss being on the podcast.
Interrupting Cal says, move.
Nice. That should be a t-shirt.
You idiot. I love it. Okay. So keep going. Is kind of like, I understand probably it's from a case of like if it's in instances, it's not 5 people at once trying to down someone. But in the same vein, I mean, what's the point of having those really cool looking finishes if you can't use them in public?
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can understand in the mass stuff like what's been going on because there's just so many people that sometimes you can't see if someone else is stomping. So a bunch of people jump in the air at the same time. You're like, I could have been doing something else because my time is so valuable.
Because we're all so busy in Guild Wars 2. We're time.
There's so
Every
much to
second
do, though.
ticks away.
Yeah. Shepard in the chat room asked, would you mind watching my trailer for a moment? You could actually, if you want to stick till the end of the show or something, or I'll put it on pause and maybe I'll watch after the show. Right now, not gonna do it because there's too much to do. I'm sorry, and we're live and we're recording and it's for the podcast and I don't want to edit. Love you though, and I will watch it. All right, so next person to answer our question was Mingtao.
Really streaming the Asian, aren't you, today?
Yeah.
I'm married to one, so I have to. He says, or she, I think the finishers in PvE are good, and I love it. Straight to the point.
All right.
Thanks for your answer, Ming Tao.
Toothlessification says, I love the finishing moves in PvE. Always fun to blow up mobs with the super explosive finisher, as long as they give the down feature to the main enemies in the living story and perhaps in dungeons too. I'd hate it if every single mob needed to be downed.
That's
and that I completely agree with.
Yeah, and it's a good thing that they didn't do that either. They just went for a few that you actually have to finish, those who are downed. But imagine if you would have to do that to every single NPC. That would be insane. And
It would get tedious very quickly.
Every deer or every rabbit is a down.
All right, I do want to kind of stomp a rabbit now.
an eagle.
Sorry,
So
Peter.
wrong.
What's up, bunny? Bam! All right,
Man.
Just imagine what a deer's down state would be. Like, it'd be on its side. Man, I couldn't stomp it if it looked like that.
you just gotta close your eyes. That's all. Imagine.
Was that? It's for your own good.
Boom. All right, the next one, Kaysee. Try to pronounce it.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna go with Ksenia. Like it. Zhytomyr.
Close enough.
I like Naveen's pronunciation. Before the show, she did try the pronunciation, and it sounded so Russian. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So, Naveen, would you like to try?
It's Ksenia Zhytomyrskaya. Is it?
I'm
I don't know.
gonna swoon.
Is it even Russian? I have no idea.
It is now.
No, you're Russian.
And she says, I think the finishes in PvE are really fun and add a sense of kapow, which is what is fun in World vs. World and PvP. But I guess there are people who don't like it at all anywhere. And to be fair, there is a lot of people. There is a lot of people about, and you get frustrated by finishes. Let others finish it for you. Let others finish for you. It's so fun.
Nice.
I dig it.
Good answer.
I agree. It adds a sense of kapow.
Kapow. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, we got Marnik who said, hey, to me it's a definitive yay. It would be overkill to put it on every mob, like most of the people agree. But on the other hand, it could add something to particular encounters. Let's cook up a few ideas. Jungle Worm. The grubs heal, which heal him. If these grubs went into a down state, the Jungle Worm's sweep could rally them all, making the encounter more tactical. Interesting.
Yeah.
Fractals could use this. True. Except the down statement came in Guild Wars 2. Fractals brings back events. No, I didn't say anything. Okay, Fractals could use this. I'm just going on
all the mirage.
If I were extremely brutal, the Dredge Fractal... Oh my god. The Dredge Fractal cage should have a far slower respawn, but feature mobs with this ability. Maybe the spawns at Rabsovich could have this too, but decrease the amount of spawns. Same for Urban Fractal. The Ascalonians could have this. It's war after all. These mobs should act like players. Interesting.
Yes.
I don't like it in the Dredge Fractal. Screw the Dredge.
Oh, this Dredge is... A few of the skill point challenges would be perfect for this. Most of the Vet +2 allies could be spiced up with this. It changes some of the rules for PvE, but I think some good encounters could be cooked out of it. Agreed.
Yeah, I think I assume it's a he or she he brings up some interesting points. Like, there are cool things that they could do with it outside of just making it take more time to kill stuff. Like the crate already go and try to heal the Nightmare Court guys that are down, which is really cool because you kind of have to focus a little bit more on what's going on. I like it. So.
It also makes stun breaks a lot more viable in PvE because at the moment, like if you don't have a not stun break, sorry, a stun interrupter thingy. Oh my gosh, English! What is that? If you like things to, like knock them out, interrupt them. There we go, interrupters. Because in PvE, if you don't have it, it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, you can just dodge or something like that. But having those stomp moves or things to interrupt would really helpful, like if it's healing or stun days. Thank you, Jexos. Oh, you're lovely. Stun days. Yeah, I think it will actually add a lot more utility to them. Like people might want to equip them more and use those skills more.
Nice. Were we done with the... No, there's one left.
Yeah, there's one left. Sorry. That's me. I'm slacking.
That's cool.
Kyle D says, "Hey guys, this is a very last minute submission for question of the week, but I'm running behind on my podcast listening."
Podcast?
Podcast.
Anyway, regarding finishers in PvE, I think it would be a great idea, as long as A-Nut doesn't get too carried away. Does anyone remember the old school Mortal Kombat games that started doing the really, really weird fatalities, like Babality, Animality, and Friendship? Please don't do anything like that, A-Nut. I kind of agree.
Yeah.
That would be silly. But
yeah.
Wasn't the animality or originally like bestiality, and then they kind of went, oh, yeah, that wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah. That's not a good word.
I've always played it when it said bestiality. So every time I say that in like a random conversation, now, people are looking at me like, what? Where did you take that from? Like, what kind of games do you play?
That
like,
leads to good.
Oh my god! Oh, he got bitten by the dog. He had to go to the hospital for stitches. Bestiality.
Nice. But it's like when you talk sometimes in life, you're like referencing to these things, but I mean to maybe younger people or people that just don't know about Mortal Kombat at all.
Well, I
Naveen
never
just stands
played
up
it.
on the bus.
Yes. That's when I throw too much change at the bus driver, and I'm like, bestiality. So yeah, that's what I do in real life. No, I don't.
Yes.
Oh, you're so hardcore.
Oh gosh. All right. What's up?
Christina said in the chat she had to step away from the computer. She came back and all she heard is Kaysee saying bestiality.
Oh, what? Ella Cardellina says, wow, someone who remembers the baby fatality. People convinced me it didn't actually exist.
No, yeah, it totally did. It was in like a couple. It was later on, but it existed.
That is messed up.
Yeah, you just turned them into babies.
Oh, okay. I thought they were just like
kinda
shove
what
babies.
happened with. It's kind of what happened to Logan, right?
Hey, shut up.
Sorry to be
Bestiality? Logan and
Oh,
Ridlock?
yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Ow.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Back on track. So, that was it for the question of the week. So, that brings it to who's going to win the gold? So, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be doing a short, that's not data mining, I'm sorry. I'm going to be adding a screen region, and I'm going to pick a winner. Boop! There you go. All right, so those are all the guys and gals that answered the thing. So who is going to win the gold? I'll pick one. Pick. Toothlessification. So that's totally random. I didn't make that, so congratulations. And for you to know how much gold you got, we've got this amazing with Kaysee's face. Let me shove Kaysee away. There you go. Spinner. How much gold do you win? Toothification. Because there's no music in the spinny wheel. Stop. 2 golds. So,
Nice.
if you want to send me your username in game, my username is Naveen, Naveen. So just send me a mail. Let me know that you are toothification, and I will give you 2 gold.
We'll hack into
You
Leg's
can use
account and
that
send
gold
it.
to get some more teeth, maybe.
Yes.
Get some gold teeth. Swag.
Gold.
Gold teeth. The grid.
Oh, he'd be pimping.
Yeah.
Nice. So that brings us to our all right. Next section of the show, which is the mailbag / awesome comments section. We got a few. We got actually 3. Let me take the first one, and then Bromms second, and Kaysee third.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one from Marnik, which was like part 2 of his email. He said, do you know those cartoon shows for children where the characters spontaneously burst out in songs describing whatever they're doing at the moment? That's what you're like during the show. Thanks, Marnik. But you're not alone. Me and my wife do that too. Yes, awesome. Happy to know we're not weird in that regard. Kind regards, Marnik. Love you,
He
Marnik.
doesn't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Oh.
Drop.
my dad does, and I also do the same now that you mention it. Whenever someone mentions anything that sounds similar to a song lyric, I'm all over that shiz. I'm like, if someone says, "Oh my gosh, just got blinded by that light," I'll be like, "Blinded by the light."
Oh my god, I do that too. That exact song. I just
Let's
got
take a vote
blinded.
on who here is surprised.
I don't know. But I mean, it's the same song though that I sing. It's like Kaysee, you and me, friendship shocks. Anyways, but my husband and that do that too, because whenever we get blinded in Guild Wars 2, blinded by the light.
I'm blinding you guys every time I see you now.
Oh man, I'm so blinded by the... I can't stop. All right. You think Dredge sing that all the time? I don't know.
No, because they can't be blinded.
Yeah, but they're blind, right?
Yeah, but they're not blinded by the light. Like, blinded by the developer.
Nice.
Alright. The next comment is from Chipotle. I want to go to Chipotle after I read that name. But alright. I, however, have a question for you. How long does it take you to usually finish your monthlies? I usually do it under 96 hours, and recently have had it done within 2 days because of champ farming. My record is 36 hours.
What? From monthly
That's
reset.
really fast. I don't know about you guys, but I usually get my monthlies done like halfway through the month.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Sometimes not at all.
Sometimes not at all. Yeah. Exactly.
When it's a not at all, it's always like one thing that I need like 10 to kill 10 more monsters, and I've just completely forgotten about it, and then it's the next month has rolled over and I've gone, bugger it all.
Yeah.
That's like the calmest way to say that. Well, bugger.
Bugger it all. Oh man. No, it takes me 3 weeks, I'd say. And sometimes it's not because I don't even check, because I'm like, oh yeah, my daily, I have to do my daily, and then I don't complete it, and then I forget about the monthlies. So
Yeah.
sucks.
It also depends on what sort of things you do. I mean, if you are, like, for example, a fractal runner is insanely easy. All you need to do is I think it's like you need 10 fractals, and each run of fractals is 3. And since like I used to do it almost every day, and now I probably do it twice a week or something like that. So it's really easy to get, especially if you don't do fractals. That's not a very easy one.
Shepard in the chat room asks, is anyone doing the PvP monthly and daily? I used to not even give a scrit. I don't give a scrit. But recently I've been I started to enjoy PvP, so I am working on it, but I've never completed it yet. Mostly because I'm a PvE lover and I'm scared of real people fighting them. Not socially awkward, just fighting them. What about you guys? Do you do PvP monthlies?
If I do them, it's on accident when I'm just doing PvP. I don't go out of my way for them at all. But they seem to come pretty fast just in normal play, so I guess I do them. But yeah, not intentionally.
Oh, right. You, Kaysee?
I find you can do the PvP monthlies pretty easy. Like if you do too long, not long, but like play PvP for an hour, you're probably going to get most of them done. There's only a few things that can be a bit difficult, like you have to kill one of every class for your monthly. And like you just can't control that, that's just you either have to grind or you get them straight away. It really depends. I think one of them though is like win tournaments or something like that, which is a bit difficult to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jexo says daily you can do it 3 matches.
There you go.
Well then.
There are a few people in our guild who do like because they're kind of in like this achievement point race, and they do the daily for PvP and normal, and then the monthly for PvP, and they do every single achievement thing they can do.
Yeah. That's a lot to do. I mean, props to them for doing that, because holy crap, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's an effort.
Yeah.
And then, there's the actual gameplay, the game itself that you have to do in between, and the living story and all that, Whew. Yeah, what time is it? 3 a.m. Oh, gotta wake up 3 hours.
Was that a grandfather playing?
No, that's me tired. I sound old.
You sweetheart.
I am so tired. Back in my day.
I got my achievement, now give me my cake.
I want my peppermint. We have
Werther's.
Werther's?
Werther's original? You never heard it? It's the old people toffees.
Yeah. Oh, they're good. What? Those that taste like butterscotch?
You have fallen already, apparently.
I have?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're not.
I like them too.
No, you don't. They're like a step up above candy corn.
Ew, no. What?
Yeah.
Bromms, I think your taste buds are deranged.
Yeah, or, which is more likely, is that I'm right all the time. And how does it feel to be wrong?
Whatever.
See, look, and all the people in the chat agree with me.
Werther's are delicious.
Let me just ban Christina here real quick.
No, don't ban Christina. Don't ban Chapoit.
Let's get out of here with your nonsense candy.
Don't ban Citrus Robot. Candy corn and butterscotch, best. Yeah. All right. Anyways, they're the gold packages that you just like take both hands and you're like, and it unwraps by itself, and you're like, num 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 num.
It's because when you're old, you don't know that you're opening candy unless you hear that sound. So that's why they make.
Shut up, Bromms. Moving on to comments.
Yes.
All right.
So
next one is am I doing it? Am I?
Yep.
No?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oscar Cantu. I like the name Oscar.
I like Cantu. It's like Kanta.
What? Oh no! No. Can't no.
That right there is the thumbnail for the YouTube show. Just you looking like.
What is a brain? What I can't like to have a brain.
Want to buy a brain?
Willing to buy a brain. Okay. Oscar Cantu says, it would be fun if Naveen could use an auto-tune program every time she comes up with off-the-wall songs.
Is there such a thing, though? Is there? There should be.
As what? Like a personal auto tuner?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably find one online.
But, like, one that just transfers, like, right away. If I were to talk right now, it'd be auto-tuned.
I think so.
It'd have to go through your computer, though, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah.
Next week on COT Podcast, auto tuner.
Everyone unsubscribes. All right. Well, thank you very much, guys. We appreciate the comments and the feedback, and we love having mail. So if you want to send us some, just send us some over at hosts, that's plural, at chroniclestotear.com, or individually, Naveen, Bromms, lagywn, or Kaysee at chroniclestotear.com. Our next segment... Our next segment is a shout out. So, of course, we'd like to thank everyone who tuned in last episode, and thank you for coming back again. If you've missed one of our previous shows, check out our website at CoTPodcast.com, where we have them all. We're on iTunes. Please leave us a 5-star rating because we love stars and your comments, and they'll be read on the show. Auto-tunes, dubstep. So, also, don't forget to subscribe to our Twitch TV. Anyways, who's got shout-outs? Kaysee, did you have a shout-out?
Well, if I did have a shout-out, I'd probably break the show, and my internet would break or something, so no, I don't have a shout-out.
Oh, okay. Aww. Bromms?
I do have a shout out, as a matter of fact. I want to shout out to John Peters for something we'll talk about a little later.
Oh.
He's the game design lead at ANET, and he has been responding on the forums like crazy to a lot of the balance changes, and it's just been awesome. It's been awesome to see them so involved in getting player feedback, and I know it's something that we had talked about wanting them to do. So I love you, John Peters, and thank you. That's my shout.
And there's a little voice like, I love you too, Bromms.
And Bromms is like, aww.
Hold on, let me swoon. Is that how you? I don't know how you swoon, as a matter of fact.
I don't know.
Let's just make it like that. Oh yeah, there we go.
Nice.
I don't know if you have to faint to swoon, though.
I don't... No. No? It's your faint... Oh, ox! Let me just get out of that room.
That's what the smelling salts were for, because apparently in those days women would just faint all the time, which I'm pretty sure is like an iron deficiency or something like that.
And because the corsets
they
were
would
too
have
tight.
like what?
It's because the corsets were too tight.
Oh yeah.
It's
Were you
true.
relying on Pirates of the Caribbean for that?
No, it's actual fact. Back in my day, Kaysee.
Because you experienced it.
They should have just made them hats with built-in smelling salts, so as soon as you fainted, you get right back up. I am a genius. I'm going back in time to fix this problem. BRBs.
AFKs. Back in times. All right.
Alright.
I have one shout out, and it is to Quiet Bear, who PM'd me in game saying, hey, do you archive your shows? And I'm like, which one? Guild Wars 2 Live streaming or COT Podcast? So he's like, oh, the Guild Wars 2 Live. I don't know. Do we archive our shows? I know that Peter's in the chat room. Maybe he can, even Clouded is there too. Hey, Clouded! I don't know if we archive them. But anyways, and we had a little chat, and then I told him I'd give him a shout out. So what's up, Quiet Bear? It was nice having a chat with you. What is
Why
this?
gotta be so quiet,
Quiet?
Bear?
Oh, lol.
Opposed to noisy mushroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of going back in time. Okay.
Exactly. Son in the chat room says, I think Naveen has him stuffed in a closet. Who?
Ooh, that took a dark turn.
Oh, Lagwin? I have to... lag free at last. The usual host, Lagwin. I think Naveen has him stuffed in a closet. I do.
He has to mine his way out.
Data mining time. All right. So let's get on to our next segment, which is the news/discussion. Oh my god. So many things in game this week to talk about. It is insane. Yes. Bromms, you put that link over there for the December 10th balance preview update. I have not had the time to look at it. Would you mind explaining a little bit, s'il vous plaît?
Yeah, we can't get into it too much because we could literally be here all night and into the next day. But basically, there are patch notes, or balance notes, I should say, released for what they're planning to do on December 10th with the balance patch. There's basically stuff for every class, and they've divided it into all the sub-forums. So you can go to a sub-forum for the class that you're interested in. You can get pretty detailed explanations of what they are planning to do with the class. And then there's a whole long discussion from people and awesome John Peters discussing what to change and what not to change and what to fix. Some of the Ranger stuff that I've been following has already been reverted because they've gotten enough player feedback, or it's been changed in a certain way to make it more fun. So yeah, it's basically a bunch of live discussion, or not live, but it's a bunch of discussions with some of the development team as far as what we want to see changed in December. So it's awesome. Everyone should definitely check it out if you're interested. And yeah, there's just a ton. There's a ton of stuff for every class. So
right. Would you tell me that there's so many things in that if you'd read it, it'd take us like a million billion years to cover? And then you're like, and I need a pee break. And then I'm like, no break for you.
Yeah, no break for me.
But yeah, there is a lot of things going on over there. And I just took a glimpse, and I didn't even read anything much. So that's why I'm like, I need to read it. But no.
I really like in past kind of updates, they just put what they're doing. But I really like in this one, they have like that summary at the start, which goes, this is what we think, this is why we're changing it, and this is what we're doing. And that's really good because like I looked at some of the stuff, like I look at the changes, I'm like, I have no idea what that, like they named the trait. I look at it, I'm like, oh, what? And then like they say, oh, you know, we're changing the vigor or whatever traits. And then you're like, oh, okay, you know, that sort of thing, a bit more. And when they have the justification for why they're changing it, it's really easier to accept. Like I'm very much don't like change in my build because I'd like to have one build, and that build is my baby, and that build stays with me until it becomes obsolete. And unfortunately some of the changes that they're going to do are going to kind of screw up my build. I'm like, where's my pitchfork? And then I read the summary, I'm like, yeah, right. You know, like it makes sense. You've clearly thought about it. Who am I to argue?
Right. But you're right.
And the biggest thing is that since they made all of it obvious now, there's still a month that they have to change that stuff based on feedback. So, yeah, it's awesome. I love that they did it this way. I hope they do it like that for all time because it's good.
Nice.
Yeah, you were telling me, Bromms, that they decided to change the they were going to change the evade on the greatsword, and then because of the discussion in the forums, they managed to talk and convince that it didn't need to be taken out. And when you told me that, I thought, oh, geez, that's really cool. That's really good that's good Gaia internet right there. Discussion.
Yeah, because it's interesting because they do realize that there are certain things that are problematic, but because they obviously can't play as much as we can, they don't obviously understand it from all the different facets. And so when they get all that feedback, they can say, okay, well, this seemed like a good idea on paper, but now that we get the feedback, we can change it and blah, blah. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I also think that's a really good thing because, like, last time I was really on the forums, there was this whole debacle going on about the fact that a lot of posts were getting deleted because and that people were complaining because they weren't allowed to talk. For one, the forums are just the most awful depth of despair ever. But the fact that now it seems to be getting a little bit like they've clearly put out the rules. This is why your thing will be deleted, yada yada yada. And the fact that there's actually discussion going on is really good because last time we were there, it was kind of like a really sad place where everyone was just bitching and moaning.
Yeah, there still is a lot of that, so be warned. But there's also a lot of constructive feedback going on, so it's not all bad.
Nice. There's a Nick in the chat room that says, don't forget there's also a big discussion about addressing the population imbalances in World vs. World 2. I have not read that discussion.
There's a couple things they've been talking about for World v. World. A couple of them we'll touch on a little later, but it looks like they're genuinely interested in fixing the problem, which we all knew. It's just that when you don't hear anything, sometimes it's easy to get a little discouraged. Mm-hmm. So I think they're just being more they're touching base with the community more instead of just fixing stuff on the down low.
Right. All right. So, we talked about this. You talked about the Reddit thread as well, did you?
Yeah, the Reddit thread is here, let me post it in the chat, or you can. It's basically just a breakdown of all the different sub-forums for all the different classes. The first link is a broad view of everything, and then that Reddit link just kind of breaks it down into the different class forums. So.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for those. Oh yeah, there's a Guild Wars 2 contest for those interested. It's awesome. Let me copy the link and post it in the chat room. Contest. Bam. Oh, wait. Did that do it?
What did you do, Ray?
I don't know. Okay. It links. It links.
Yeah. Like, what did I just link to?
Yeah, I
know. Why am I looking at Naveen's personal finances all of a
sudden? Oh my god, that's how she got the Lamborghini. No, it isn't. All right, so the contest is called Rock the Nightmare music video contest. And you can win a unique Guild Wars 2 guitar from Cygnus, if I'm pronouncing that right. And gaming gear from Steel Series, of course. So the contest ends in 15 days, so you have a little more than 2 weeks. It ends on November 26th. So basically, you have to create your own Guild Wars 2 music video using the all-new Nightmare Within song. Made by McLean, what's his first name? I can't remember. He's the awesome dude that makes the music for Guild Wars 2 stuff, content. One of, anyways. Mr.
McLean, I believe is his name.
No, it's McLean, because we're tight. All right, so...
MC Late! Neil Diamond. Sorry.
So you have to use that song and use content video from in-game and then make a video with that song. The coolest one or most creative will win. You do have to look at the rules, the official rules. A lot of countries are included. Some people thought it was North America only. It isn't. It's actually worldwide. But make sure that your country / state / province or whatever is included in that contest, because mine isn't. Because us French Canadian obviously hate contests.
And yes. Australians, apparently.
And Australians? Oh, Australia's not included? Oh, man. I know why.
Your country.
Hang on. Slovakia is included, but not Australia? We're freaking a massive continent. You can't.
It's because you guys would just use it to beat up big insects.
Australians don't have any interest in rock. They're too busy trying to survive.
Yeah. All Australian music is like, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, exactly. Mate. And then, no, it's because we're too artistic, so we'd win for sure. That's
I
why.
don't even know where Luxembourg is. Or
You don't know
Malta?
where Luxembourg is?
No.
Luxembourg.
We're probably the furthest away from Europe you can possibly get.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm the furthest away you could possibly get.
I feel like I should say I am. Just for
No, I am.
No, my dad's stronger than yours. Anyways. So there is this, and I also... Oh, yeah. This is exciting. I'm sorry. There's... I'm going to be hosting a little something particular. On the 20th and the 27th of November, I'm going to be doing a streaming marathon on my personal Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/Naveen_COT. I'll be doing the streaming from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Yep. And all this to raise funds for the JDRF, which is the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. I have a speech impediment. Which is a cause I absolutely love because I myself am type 1 diabetic, and I did this last year, but it wasn't really advertised anywhere, and I tried to do a 24-hour stream and I kind of fell asleep on it. No, I didn't. But it didn't last 24 hours. I just couldn't do it. I physically got sick, so I just said, gotta stop it. So this year...
24 hours is rough.
Yeah, 24 hours is rough. So this year I'm doing 8 to 4, and if you donate $10 or more, you will automatically be entered in a draft to win awesome prizes. There already is a game soundtrack signed by Jeremy Soule. There's the limited edition game guide, and there is a COT t-shirt of your choice. And I can now say that there will be swag from ArenaNet. I don't know what yet, though, because I still have to talk to them. But thank you, ArenaNet. I love you for donating these items, which I don't know awesome. Of yet. Yeah, I still have to send them the email. So I'll be tweeting it. Tweeting the events and stuff. So follow me on Twitter, Naveen_COT. Also, I'll be doing some streaming in between because you can donate starting now. So just go to chroniclesoftyria.com for more information. You have the link to where you can donate, or just on my Twitch channel. It's there. Yeah. So it's gonna be awesome, and I think that Christina already gave away something. I'm not sure. I have to check because she said something on Facebook, but I haven't had the time to check. So if you did, I love you so much. And yes, she did. I love you, Christina. You're awesome. All right. So. Enough of self-advertisement, but it's still Guild Wars 2 related. So that's news for me. Did you have anything, news or discussion you wanted to talk about, Kaysee?
Just put me on the spot there.
That's my job.
No.
How's that ceiling looking, Kaysee?
That's my floor she's looking at. What?
Oh, that's true. Because it's upside down.
I see your underwear, Naveen. No, wait, what?
Oh, man.
No, I guess. Am I meant to? Oh my god, I feel like I've been put on the spot.
No,
am I meant to have something to discuss?
Nope, it was a question. But your answer is no. I love you. All right, Bromms.
Yeah, there was a little bit that was posted about the Obsidian Sanctum changes that we had talked about. Those are supposed to be dropping in November, barring any unforeseen difficulties. So I think we covered most of it, but they're going to be removing the Borderlands Bloodlust buff from people. They're going to basically put a new area of the map for large player fights. That's pretty much it. It was just, I think the news really is that it's coming in November, and yeah, look forward to it.
Nice.
Although it is November now, so I don't know when in November. Sometime between now and the end of November.
Oh, when they're ready.
That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Did you just call yourself Donkey?
Sure.
Donkey.
Donkey. You said they were going to remove Bloodlust?
Just from the Obsidian Sanctum area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the rest of World v. World will still have it, but they don't want it to affect the large-scale battles that are happening in that one area. So,
I see. All right.
or at least that's what yeah.
And I see that you have some forum candy for us.
I do. This is kind of touching on some of the World v. World changes that Nick was hinting at. But they are looking to fix some of the skill lag in World v. World, which it hasn't increased lately from what I understand, but there's a lot of servers that have more people playing now because of the World v. World meta events. So because there's more people coming into those servers that don't have a lot of population, they're noticing skill lag more than they would have before, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I explained that very well. Anyway, the first batch of things that they're testing, they're hoping to get released on the 12th, so in 5 days from now. But yeah, basically, we should be seeing less skill lag in World v. World. And they said that the thing you can do now to temporarily fix the problem is to take off your auto attack, because the game recognizes auto attacks before anything else. And so if you take it off, you might be able to get your skills off faster.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I was going to type it in chat. Wait, hold on. Forum link. There you go. All right. So, next time, we didn't have any random act of kindness this week, unfortunately. But I'm sure people were nice to each other out there. Because it is Guild Wars 2 and it's an awesome game and we have an awesome community. How about that?
The world descended into chaos while we were away for a week.
Well, funny you should mention that, because we're about to talk about today's topic, which is November 12th, which is tomorrow. The Nightmare Within.
Wait, did you say tomorrow?
Yeah, you just really screwed with my mind.
It's the
Did I say tomorrow? Oh my god, 12th. We're just. I'm in the future. Future Naveen speaks. No,
Naveen is a bucket of lies.
Oh my god, no, for some. Oh wow, brain. CKC, you're not the only one. Because November is the 11th month, and I thought we were the 11th. When I looked at my calendar, and that's why I said tomorrow. Anyways. Nope. Next Tuesday, as always, all patches come on Tuesdays. Tuesdays. So, enter the Tower of Nightmares. So there's going to be events where, of course, Rock the Nightmare, which is the Nightmare Within's contest, is up. Then there's going to be a developer. I can never say that word right. Developer, a dev live stream, November 13th, on Wednesday. So it's weird though that they would do the live stream the day after the patch. Usually they do it before the patch. But it's cool anyways. They say take an inside look at the November 12th release with ArenaNet devs during a live stream on the Twitch channel. So that's twitch.tv/Guild Wars 2. Lingering poison. You may have found a way into the Toxic Alliance's inner sanctum, but this has by no means curtailed their nefarious activities. Kissig's hills and the surrounding countryside are still befouled by the Alliance's evil presence. Mwahaha. And then it says, face the nightmare within, enter rooms within the Tower of Nightmares to brave special encounters, but beware. Things are all not all they seem. You can never know what awaits you within these dark rooms. Will you find yourself face to face with Scarlet's agents or a much more insidious enemy? It'll take strength, determination, and a cool head to survive the trials that await you. And then... Yep.
Sorry, that sounds like they are almost doing something like fractals, like where you go into a room and it like randomly generates a room with stuff in it, which could be really cool depending on how they do it.
Yeah, that would be Scarlet, a Scarlet type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
That she's kind of a trickster, right? So that would totally be something. Yep.
They just have so much to pull from as well. I mean, if you look at the picture, you can see that they're doing the Molten Alliance and the twisted mechanical things, and then there's also Savari and the Aether Blades, and they've just got like so much, you know, if they want to do a room, they've got so many things to work from. It's definitely not going to be one single enemy. It's going to be tons of different enemies to choose from.
Right. And they say, the end of nightmares. Marjorie Delacroix has developed... I will never, ever say that word. Right. She's devved a special antitoxin... Developed. A special antitoxin to put an end to the deadly plant at the heart of the tower. But the first team dispatched to inject it never returned. Fight your way to the upper chamber in the last-ditched battle to destroy the toxic menace. And there's a video right underneath, which I am going to display. Let me just remove that thing over there and add that little YouTube video for you guys to enjoy and listen to on the podcast. Storm the tower. All right. Awesome. And that was the song that you actually have to use for the contest. For the Nightmare Within. So. Let's see. Doop, 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 doop.
It looks like we're getting some cool new armory stuff.
Armory stuff.
Yeah, that helmet that everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people were really excited about. That looks like a diving helmet type thing.
Oh.
That's going to be unlocked with this patch.
Right.
I think it's just the gas mask or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But they confirmed that it's head armor, not town clothes.
Oh, okay. Did they say that if it was aqua breather skins or?
No, this is just a helmet that you can wear anytime you want. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess underwater fighting isn't cool enough yet in Guild Wars 2 to have skins for your aqua breathers. I'd like that though, to have like a cool, I don't know, diving helmet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a little weird that. Oh, sorry, Kaysee, go ahead.
Sorry.
No,
it's just really, you're right. It's odd the fact that the aqua breathers are like low level, actually head items, and they remove your helmet stats and you get your aqua breather stats when you go underwater, but there's really no exotic aqua breather, or there's only one South Sun skin that looks like a freaking octopus laying eggs on your face. And
Yuck.
like that's pretty much the only thing they have. It's a bit odd that they didn't use that as a, but I guess it does make sense in the lore way that it's for land. But they should have. I reckon it would have been really good if they made it for an aqua breather skin as well.
It's weird because they took the starter aqua breather and they're making it now so you can have, they call it the dry land version, but basically the normal armor version of it as a helmet. Which is weird, because it's like what you wanted, but completely the opposite. And like, does anyone really? Someone must like those aqua breathers. I'm not a big fan of them personally, but I guess the more customization we have, the better. So I can't complain about it too much. It just seems a weird decision.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one with an exotic aqua breather. Like,
Wait,
Pax.
no,
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh,
All right.
Okay, go.
You're just like, what? I want it. What does it look like? How much is it? Where do you get it?
Must be mine.
500,000 karma points. No.
I've actually got that.
Yeah, I think I do too. Like, I don't use karma points anymore.
You're lowballing it there, Naveen.
I'm what? I don't. What? I'm playing with balls. I like Pokemons. Okay.
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Bestiality.
Oh man, let's not go there again. I think that's all we had for today's show. I don't know if you guys had more to add onto this.
I don't think so. Well, you know what? There's a new mini that's coming out with a patch. There's a new back item, but I think that's really about it.
Oh, I thought we covered that last week. Didn't we? Oh,
We did, yeah. I think we touched on the back piece a little bit. I don't know about the mini. We might have.
Yeah. But those are all on Wiki, though. If you go to the Guild Wars 2 Wiki / Tower at Nightmares, I think. All the skins are there. So if you want to know what Marjorie de Lacroix's daggers or axe look like, Marjorie de Lacroix, you can actually go and have a look. Oh yeah, and in the gem store also we got the new items. We have the new dye that's come up. I actually spent gold to get one dye, but I got a dye I already got, so I was like, that's a waste of gold for nothing. And then you have the shoulder pieces
Toxic
and the
shoulder.
gauntlets for Toxin. They look awesome on my necro.
I'm so getting. Yeah, me too. I'm putting them on my necro. I asked my husband this morning. I'm like, is it okay if I spend $20 on Guild Wars, please? 'Cause I'm gonna get the trickster armor for my Azura, and then I'm gonna get the shoulders and the gloves because they look freaking awesome.
Yeah. And my husband and I were like, yep, just spending our life savings account on Guild Wars 2 right now. It's crazy. Like, every 2 weeks when we hit a new patch, there's something we have to get on the gem store. And, I mean, you don't have to spend real money on it. You can always exchange gold, but nobody got time for that.
It's like 7 gold for 100 gems right now. It's ridiculous.
I know. It's insane. All right.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. The last thing that we have is the question of the week, because we have one every week as possible.
Except the weeks we know.
Yeah. So here's your question of the week. Question of the week is actually from Chapoit, I think. When he asked us, how long does it take you to finish your monthlies? Well, we ask you, audience, listeners, podcasters, everyone out there, how long does it take you to finish your monthly? Send us an email at hosts@chroniclesoftyria.com or individually, Naveen, Bromms, Kaysee, or even Lagywn, because he's going to be there next week, unfortunately. At chroniclesoftyria.com. I'm kidding. I love you, Lagywn. I'm teasing. Of course I am.
Also, like, if you have any tips or like hints for how you get your done really quickly, that'd be really cool. Add just so like next week you don't get all like answers like 2 days,
Yeah.
3 days, 1 day.
I'm gonna
6
write
hours.
down. I'm gonna write down Live Spartan's answer right away in the chat room. He said years. Yeah.
Yeah, since Guild Wars started, I actually haven't finished a monthly yet. I'm still trying though.
Yeah. All right, so you can either email us or just go on our Facebook page, facebook.com/chronicleseteria, to give us your answer. Also, we have memes. And if you like memes and do memes and love Guild Wars 2 and do memes for Guild Wars 2, go on our Facebook and share those memes, and they're going to be forever posted in that awesome album. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you, everyone, for showing up for this week's episode, which lasted an hour and some minutes. I thought it would have been under an hour. Man, even without lagywn,
we're too cool. We have so much awesome stuff to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's totally it.
Get it done within less than an hour.
Plus, we had Kaysee on the show, so we had to extend it.
Yeah.
More Kaysee.
Yeah, I add like 30 minutes of confusion to each show. That's what happened. Just like, what?
What's going on? Who am I? All right. Well, thank you very much to everyone who showed up. Shepard said, you guys are quite nice. I like you. We love you. We love every watchers and listeners, except for those who troll
I like
us.
me too.
All right. And don't remember, but do remember that we are live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chronicles of Tyria. All right, so for CoTPodcast episode number 70, we're lag free. I'm Naveen.
I am Bromms.
I'm Kaysee.
And we will see you next time. Do I have someone to rock out with now?